Bitcoin tumbled to a 3-month low below the $40,000 mark on Wednesday, dragging down other digital coins after China imposed fresh curbs on transactions involving cryptocurrencies. The country prohibited its financial institutions and payment companies from providing cryptocurrency-related services. Banks and online payment channels will not be able to provide services that involve registration, negotiation, clearing, and settlement of digital currencies. They are also not allowed to underwrite insurance businesses related to virtual currencies or bring virtual currencies into insurance liability coverage. Authorities said the curbs will remind consumers that virtual currencies have no real underlying value and that their prices can be easily manipulated. And they also urged institutions and consumers to distance themselves from the cyber tokens. The ban comes amid rounds of boom and bust cycles in cryptocurrencies. And now let's get some more discussion on this topic. Let me bring in my guest, Chu Qiang from Renmin University's International Monetary Institute. Great to have you with us, Professor Chu, on China 24. Now, we know that China is not the only country that has introduced tough regulations on digital currency. Other countries and institutions have implemented rules to rein in the market. What are the reasons behind the crackdown?
Well, the crackdown, I think it's been universally applied in many parts of the world, not only in China, like in the European Union, like in the vast land in Asia and Latin America. Even for some countries who give a green lights to this kind of an industry, also they have posed a very strict control on it, like in the USA, like in Singapore. They have the KYC, they have the anti-money laundering policies to require all the industry to, to be compliant. And I think the reason behind that is mostly for the consumer protection. Because right now you probably heard that the flamboyant actions put on by the owner of the Tesla company, Elon Musk, they have made a quite again over the Dogecoin or the Shiba Inu coin and then Bitcoin, and a lot of people lose a lot of of their profit and their assets over this this action. So I don't think we should let these things go wild by itself, or let the coins be controlled by certain entrepreneurs or big tycoons behind. You will see a lot of family will suffer from lots of losses over this kind of things they don't quite understand. Well, it's hard to say that Bitcoin really don't have values, but it's very complicated, and we can now clearly see the Dogecoins or something else, they don't really have the values. But it's really, really complicated for the normal people to know. They will just hear about the opinion leader or influencer's opinion, they jump in and take a loss and then go out without anything's return. So I think it's dangerous for the normal people to touch those kind of industry.
Yeah, well, as we mentioned, China kicked in the regulations on this industry, and then the market was fluctuating a lot after the announcement of this regulation. So how will China's regulations on cryptocurrencies impact the global market in the long run?
Well, first of all, I don't think the Chinese policy affected the global, crypto coin market, because Chinese government just took after cautious policy when they know that a lot of people has been losing a lot after this going ups and downs in the international market. So Chinese government just gave a further warning about this kind of danger in the market to its own people. But before that, China has already posed rather strict restrictions on the trade of these coins, even before we have this kind of earthquake in the international market. Chinese government is always watching out for their own citizens' profit, but we cannot take care of everyone outside there. And in the future, I think with the whistleblower like Chinese market, and I think international crypto market will develop in a more healthy way. More people will get educated, will be more aware about the customer protection. So I think eventually it's going to be a good thing. After all this extra vacancy and after all this noisy, we're going to see real coins and hustles. And I think the real competitor will come out, and all those liars will vanish.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much for your analysis, Professor Chu Qiang. Appreciate it.